Alright, let's see if this microphone is on. And turn the audio up. And make sure that the filter is off. Good. And that the filter is on this thing. Good. This thing has no filters. Good. I woke up about 4 hours ago, so this is fun. Not even 4 hours. Maybe more like 2.5, 3. I don't know. I've been catching up on VODs from AGGQ, and I'm catching up on the Wind Waker VOD. Good lord, I can't talk right now. Alright. I don't know why I'm in the options menu. Okay, I think, yeah, we'll stick around on the title screen for just another minute or two. Since I started the stream a little bit late this time, people haven't had time to file in. You've been recuperating from Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, me too. I managed to rush my way through it in a week, because basically I didn't want to be sitting here playing God of War while being desperate to get back into Kingdom Hearts. So I've managed to finish it. And good lord, that was a lot. That was a lot. No spoilers, of course. I will not mention any spoilers on the stream. Just that that's exactly the Kingdom Hearts game that I wanted it to be. Warts and all. For better and for worse, Kingdom Hearts 3 is exactly the Kingdom Hearts game that I wanted, and which we deserved. The God of War 3 version of Boulder. I think you mean God of War 4. I mean, this version of Boulder... The thing is, like, my conception of Boulder and the conception of Boulder that you generally get in Scandinavia is that he is the kindest, most beautiful, most gentle, most lovable of all of the gods. Like, everyone likes Boulder because he is... you know, a god of light. He's a god of beauty. He's a god of you know, adoration and kindness. He's a very gentle, very kind soul. So the Baldur that's being presented in this version of God of War is like, he's like a drunk psychopath who's just looking for a fight for no other reason except to fight. He's like, I feel nothing, you can't hurt me back. It's a very, very different version. Like, and it's basically, they've taken the psychosis of, like, if you are a person who has been deprived of all ability to feel, then you would also be deprived of the ability to feel empathy or, you know, caring or kindness for any other human being, which seems to be the model of Baldur that we're getting in this God of War. Is like, if you do that to a mind, then that mind will quickly lose the ability to be empathetic with anyone. Okay, let us continue. You can tell my voice is not warmed up at all, because I woke up so recently. So I've got that, there's a little whiskey voice thing going on I always get in the mornings. Even though it's the evening. But, you know.
Brock.
Fuck else you need?
How come your brother's got half your brand?
'Cause I ain't in a working relationship with that footlicker no more. I wasn't about to let him use it without me, and he likewise. Only thing to do was split the brand 50-50 down the middle. Guess that was the last thing we saw eye to eye on.
Okay, so let's just,
You want a hug?
as usual, let's just check audio levels to make sure everything is as it should be. I actually need to turn my audio up a little bit so I can hear what the hell I'm doing. There we go. Oh, wow. Oh, Lord, that's too loud. No. Ah, much better. Alfheim's design, yeah, Alfheim's design was a little bit, like, there was a very much Tolkien-inspired, if anything.
Read it.
These runes read death inside.
Cute. Anyway, we are done with this particular dungeon, so we can move on to... I think we're actually just going to do the main story bits now, having finished with the not main story bits. And it sounds to me like some of the audio issues are slightly back. I guess either because YouTube or because something in my settings that I don't know how to fix. I should really talk to some of my streamer friends and figure out if they know what the hell.
Boy.
But they're not as bad today as they were, so that's something. I've been watching Wind Waker for like 2 hours, so like I'm getting in a boat right now, and I'm just like, ba ba da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da ba ba da ba. I kind of wanted the Wind Waker
Got
theme to
another
be played.
story?
Hello, Snake.
One more.
Serpent.
There was a tale
Worm.
of a frog. His pond had dried up, so the frog and his son left to find a new home. They found a well. The son saw the water and made to jump in, but the father stopped him. He saw the well was deep, and once inside, they would not be able to escape if the water dried up again. Wisely, they moved on.
That's it?
Yes.
It's really not a story. If the sun jumped in, it would be a story.
Then he would be trapped and starved while the father watched helplessly.
See? That's a story.
Dark Atreus, but I like it. Interesting. Now, where the hell am I supposed to be going? Oh, right, I have a compass. Wait, there's a beach. Oh, we're docking on this beach. You have to be very careful about how you pronounce the word beach, otherwise you are disrespectful to women.
Look here.
Yes, sir. Another map. Bet we'll find something useful here.
Hey, a gate to go back to Brock, if I want to. Cool. Use compass on beach. I like that meme has kind of taken hold. Oh, hey, I got an email saying that my order of pizza has been accepted, which is nice. Okay. Right. So, can I freeze that gate? Nope. Okay, so... something's gotta give here. I sense a puzzle. A little puzzle. Also, a bastard. I was about to say a bad word. Yeah, hi. I hate you. I hate you a lot. Oh, would you stop?
Tell me when.
Oh, I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna punch you, punch you, punch you, punch you, punch you. Ah, I hate those. I hate those a little less. They're okay. We can deal with those. Ow. Okay, take it back. Screw you. Screw you forever. That's enough out of you.
I think I'm getting better at this.
I think I'm getting worse at this. Which is thematically appropriate, because Kratos is also, like, demonstrably weakening from who he was as the god of war.
One more for the collection.
Except kind of, sort of, not really. Like, Kratos is, like, in the story conceit of the game, Kratos is supposed to be weakening, right? He's supposed to be not quite as powerful as he was when he was the god of war. But on the other hand, Like, the beginning fight with Baldur was, like, that was some serious Dragon Ball Z shit. Like, there was genuine Super Saiyan power battle stuff. Can't remember. Can I break that thing? I want to break that thing. I can't break that thing. Or at least I can't hit it. Right. So, okay. So I see a hole in the ground. And I see, like, a little bridge thing, and I see a thing with chains on it. And I've got a thing that will open or lower a gate over here. Okay. Okay. Kratos, why can't you swim? Why is that not a thing you can do all of a sudden? You could do that in your old games, I remember. This seems like one of those comeback later situations. Well. To the boat!
How about one more story?
One more. There was a young man who was caught stealing and condemned to die. His mother came to visit his prison. She was a kind woman who could only give love. But her son, the thief, met her with rage and bit off her ear.
What? Why?
Because the boy had always been a thief, and his mother had taught him only love and nothing of consequences. Had he been taught discipline instead, he might have lived longer.
Sure,
Fucking
but
Kratos.
her ear. That's not right.
Had he been taught discipline, he might have lived longer. It's like right to his son's face. Oh shit! Oh, okay. Super chat. Thank you, Sigmund. That's very generous of you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's. Thank you. That's very helpful, actually. Okay. Return to the mountain. So that's that way, I guess. Hey, rats! I like rats.
Oh, look. The witch's magic is still covering those scorn poles. Saves us some time.
NOK is a Norse krona, which is where I believe is Norwegian currency. Boom, boom. Boy. Okay, so here is where I can put a crystal into the thing to do a thing to make a thing happen. Interesting. But I don't know where that... Aha! Use compass on generous. Nice. Okay, could you maybe... Thank you, hit the
Here.
thing.
Boy,
Another marker.
I've forgotten what those are and what they do. Beware of cider and those who practice it. Their sorcery is insidious, never changing, and so are the souls who master it. The more power they summon, the less they are themselves. See, again, we do have to talk about side magic. Because side magic is... So, in Viking society, at least as far as we know, and again, I will reiterate, every time you talk about Viking society and Norse mythology and stuff like that, you have to keep in mind just how few actual written sources we have from the time that aren't written by, like, Christians. But in Viking society, generally, and I'm generalizing, it was considered that magic was the domain of women. Like, women are the ones who get to do magic, who get to know what magic is, who get to use magic, and then men are the ones who get to hit each other over the heads with axes and stuff like that. And again, vastly simplifying, and it's different across the various cultures in Norse mythology, but that's sort of the general gist of it. And it's part of one of the ways in which when the church arrived in Scandinavia and in the Germanic countries, one of the ways in which it tried to eradicate the old religions, the old pagan religions, the old what are they called? The goddess worshipping religions, and the religions that worship womanhood rather than the masculinity of God and Christ. One of the ways they tried to do that was to paint female magic, women's magic, as heretical and as some kind of grift, like a scam, some kind of terrible evil magic that women did that would control men's minds and lead them astray. And they used a lot of like the metaphor of Eden, Garden of Eden, Eve with the apple and stuff like that. That was part of the church's strategy to supplant the old religions, was to paint them. And they did this with male gods as well, by the way. It wasn't exclusively a female thing. They would paint like Odin would, instead of being a god, Christian scholars and Christian missionaries would paint him as, no, he's just a very clever sorcerer who has tricked you into thinking that he's a god, but he's not a god because there's only one god, and yada, yada, yada. And so, but one of the ways in which magic was demonized was that it was it sort of fed into the tradition of witchcraft that we have much later up into European history, where like witches going to have sex with the devil and dancing around naked in the moonlight and all that stuff. All of that was part of a demonization of especially Germanic traditions of magic, which was the domain of women, and which was a source of power for women, which the church was not fond of, because they did have a theology that said that the man is the head of the marriage as Christ was the head of the church, or something along those lines. And so it's interesting to me that God of War here seems to have kind of copied a bit of that demonization of cider magic as being this insidious, dangerous thing that robs people of their souls, because that's a very Christian perspective on what that kind of magic is and what that kind of magic was for.
To work we go.
Hey, Sindri. Can I upgrade things?
Anything you need, young sir.
I cannot upgrade things because I have no hack silver. And good lord, like the cost escalation on these upgrades is pretty quick. Okay, let's see. I have a resurrection stone. I don't need any of those things. I do appreciate that the game tells me that the artifacts have no other purpose except to be sold as loot. I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, I can't really afford anything right now, so that does not. Which means I should be able to take the elevator back up, right? Wolves! Oh, hey, wolves! And poison wolves. Ow! At least they're not dangerous. They're just... And again, I want to stress also, wolves do not attack people. They just, like, there's no reliable historical record of wolves ever attacking people. Like, just never, ever. There have been anecdotes, there have been, like stories and stuff like that, but there's never been, to the best of my knowledge, there's never been any reliable, actual empirical evidence of wolves attacking human beings. I mean, Sony would be brave. Sony would be very, very brave to actually make a God of War game where you take on the Christian mythology. Like, you have to fight a trio boss of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Do you think I could carry her now?
No.
But
I said no.
Okay.
You have to punch God in the face and kill Jesus. I mean, if Sony were willing to do that with the God of War series, I would have a lot of respect for them. Like, because that's frickin' dangerous to do in the Western world.
So who do you think carved their face in the mountain?
You would know better than I.
Thanks.
Now watch your step. Carelessness will only delay us.
Right.
I would like to see Kratos against Jesus, because, like, Jesus' whole thing was non-violence. Like, it's
there's
like,
the Black
turn the
Prophet.
other cheek.
What do we do now?
So maybe the thing
see if
with
the
Jesus
witch
is,
was
like,
right.
Kratos can't kill him by trying to attack him, because Jesus is, like, will always he can always survive everything. So you have to find another way to kill him by, I don't know, making him sin or something like that.
It's working. She was right.
Come, let us finish this.
But, I mean, it would be, like, Kratos versus Christian mythology would be an interesting concept for a game after God of War. Because, like we've already talked about, one of the things that wiped out Norse mythology in most of Northern Europe, and Germanic mythology indeed, and a lot of the folk traditions, and a lot of the religions that Kratos, like, the ancient religions that Kratos sort of symbolically represents, is Christianity. Like, Christianity is one of the great enemies of freedom of religion, or at least it was for a very long time. And so it would make sense to have a conflict there, but again, a Western game studio taking on that story, I think, is at best unlikely. At least in a AAA game.
Path ahead. It's blocked.
Then we climb.
Sure. I guess we climb. Yeah, I mean, and that's, and here we're discussing an uncomfortable subject, like the reason why you get games like God of War
Mother
at
said
all.
The giants used to visit the Midgard mountains before they disappeared.
Disappeared.
Yeah, I guess they just up and left one day. No one knows why.
Perhaps they returned to their home.
Jotunheim? Maybe. I wonder if the face in the mountain was a tribute to some important giant.
Thank you for interrupting me, Atreus. Part of the reason why we have games like God of War in the first place.
We made it.
More black breath.
Yeah, let's just wait. Part of the reason why we have games like God of War and games that use ancient mythologies and ancient religions as inspiration and as a place to draw their mythology and their aesthetics and visuals and story conceits from is because those religions don't really have enough people left that practice them that they could object to having their religion portrayed this way, right? In the sense of, like, if you make a game with Aztec mythology, there aren't really enough Aztec people, like descendants of Aztec people in the world who practice those ancient religions that they could mount a reasonable, protest against that their religion being used for these kind of commercial products. But with Christians or with Muslims or indeed even with Jewish people or Buddhists or any of the major world religions, they can mount a protest. Like there's a power imbalance there, and part of the reason why, like, Greek mythology, Roman mythology, Norse mythology, and, ancient Japanese mythology, Shintoism, and old Chinese mythology and stuff like that, part of the reason why they get mined more for content for video games is partly because the practitioners of those religions have less power to fight back against a Western game studio using their culture and their religion as fodder for a video game. Which is something that's worth keeping in mind when you play games like this, is that this stuff is almost always created without the input or consent of the people whose culture is actually being portrayed here. Which is not to say that it's evil, that you're not allowed to play or enjoy video games like this. It's just, it's good to keep in mind that what you're getting here is a commercialized version of the actual religion, which is why I brought up which is what I tried to bring up with the discussion of magic, is it is not, it is not entirely authentic, is what I'm trying to get at.
The giants did come here. Is that a deer? I don't remember Stories of a giant with a deer head. Wonder who he is.
Christians are considered destroyers of societies in Japan by many people. I mean, yeah, Japan and Christianity has an interesting history, because what happened was, like, part of the reason why Japan entered its period of closing itself off to the world, part of the reason why it became so paranoid and isolationist, and it was already kind of paranoid and isolationist, but part of the reason why it became so extreme was, part of the reason was that traders arrived from the West, I think specifically from, were they Portuguese or Spanish or something like that? Some traders arrived from the West, and trying to gain leverage in order to make the Japanese open up trading ports to them, one of the traders attempted to threaten the Japanese government by saying that they came with all the authority of the Pope, and that if trading ports were not open to them, then, you know, this mighty leader from a foreign land would send his armies to conquer Japan, and, you know, and convert the entire population to the Christian religion. And, like, the Japanese were already pretty freaking paranoid about invasions from overseas because, you know, of the Mongols, which was a national trauma that lasted for a very long time. And so this foreign trader who arrived with, like, cannons and shit, like technology that the Japanese themselves did not have access to, saying, there are giant armies waiting across the sea who will come over here and destroy your entire society unless you trade with us, kind of set off some alarm bells in the heads of the Japanese power holders. And that was part, like, it was a many-faceted process, but it was part of what led to the long national isolation and a lot of persecution of Christianity in Japan. Like, really very brutal and horrifying persecution of Christianity, and a lot of suppression of religion. But part of the reason was that, like, the Japanese were threatened to their face with a crusade, essentially, that was supposedly going to be mounted by the Pope. And, you know, basically, capitalism ruins everything. So, okay, so there's supposed to be a crystal lying around here somewhere, so we can get a bridge over to that guy. So let's find the crystal.
Here we go!
Oh, shit, hi. Where did you come from? Trying to use my damn cooldowns. There we go. Right, so I'm gonna need something
How'd I do?
to be able to dispel whatever the hell that is.
Is that sap? In a cave? Weird.
Yeah, screw you, crates. I mean, a game about a crusade into Asia would basically be the Opium Wars. Like, that's the irony. The threat that was made...
No yoked beast, nor fearful thrall, nor rooted tree doth know my call.
Like, the irony of the threat that was made to the Japanese that set off their isolationism is that that was exactly what the British eventually did to the Chinese in the Opium Wars. Like, that's kind of a grim irony.
Nothing.
Okay. So let's try and have Atreus shoot that one, I guess. Right.
Floor boy.
That doesn't mean anything. Something's missing.
No, really?
Think there's a second life crystal around here?
Yeah. I think there probably is. I'm not sure where it is. I can't break that wall. Okay. So light crystals should be easy enough to find. They are light and they're crystals and they're
Pretty sure the way up to the mountain is inside.
lying on the floor. Maybe it's in the bucket. It is not in the bucket. But some money's in the bucket, and that's always nice to have money in the bucket. Oh yeah, Bayonetta is a really good example of, like, what kinds of games you can make when you're not really afraid of
Doesn't look like it's working.
appropriating Christian mythology. That didn't work either. See, because I can see a light crystal in there. And I want it. But I think a bigger thing is in the way.
Oh, how do you think that got up there?
Well, it was probably hung there by someone in tribute to Odin. Because that's what Odin... Oh, hello. Fine. So, there we go. That was a bitch of a trick. Okay.
This place must have been important to the giants. It's like they're testing us. Okay, that looks right.
There was a situation, I think, was it... I can't remember which country it was, but I think it was an East Asian country where
I can almost make it out.
someone had made a video game that was specifically, like, was a fighting game using all the gods as characters.
Is it the answer?
Freedom. Sure, that works.
Okay. Did I just softlock? Yeah, hi. I'd like to let go of this thing. Boy. I'm stuck. I think I just bugged out. Well, shit. Okay. I think a dialogue trigger didn't fire or something. Anyway. Let's try that again.
This place must have been important to the giants. It's like they're testing us.
An ancient civilization
Okay.
testing the
That
people
looks
who are
right.
walking through their ancient corridors? My word. Oh, right. I need to make him...
The floor boy.
That doesn't mean anything. Something's missing. I can almost make it out. Maybe the riddle will help.
Yeah, but except I can't
No,
type in the
I
answer.
can read it now.
The runes. A riddle answer for that sand bowl?
It means freedom. Let's try it.
Yes, let's.
What is the riddle?
No yoked beast, nor fearful thrall, nor rooted tree doth know my call. Not sure what a thrall is, but freedom fits the rest.
A thrall is a slave. Well, sort of, but yeah, it's a slave. Alright then. That was a cool animatronic. Thralls are actually an interesting point of discussion.
There's a crystal in that torch holder. Should I light it?
Yes.
That helps, right? Guess we have to go down to go up.
Interesting. So thralls in Norse mythology, I don't know about the deer-headed god, I'd have to read up on something like that, but lots of animal-headed gods exist in lots of mythologies, but...
These passages seem too small for giants. Why do you laugh?
Oh, you're serious.
I'm always serious.
I forget. Mom always said you never took an interest in history. Giants are just a race, like elves and Huldrafolk.
Hey, Huldrafolk are in this game.
What of the world serpent?
Okay, in that case, giant also means big. But there's only one of them.
Okay, so thralls in Viking culture are a little bit of a complicated subject because thralls are not quite like chattel slavery, which is what we usually think of when we hear the word slave. We think of the American slave trade and the transatlantic slave trade and chattel slavery and that whole system of enslavement. Thralls were not quite that, but it's not like they weren't slaves. Like, they were definitely super enslaved, and it was really bad. But it was also a situation where a thrall could be considered a member of the household of the person who owned them. And so if another person like were to kill the thrall of another family, then there could be a blood feud over that, because that's a theoretically destruction of property, but also that they were a member of the family, that the holder of the thrall had a responsibility to protect the thrall and not, grievously abuse them. And it varied from culture to culture, but it was like it's a relatively complicated, nebulous concept that doesn't quite map one-to-one onto our days, because like the thralls could often free themselves through service or through work. So in some cases it's more like indentured servitude, and it's like there's a huge complexity there that can be really hard to get your head around. Now, Greek slavery was based more on, because like thraldom was not based on the idea that you were inherently inferior to your captor. It's not like chattel slavery was based on the idea that white people are superior to people of color, and therefore they should be enslaved and kept as property. Thraldom is more about, oh, you don't have any money? Well, you're going to have to pay with your labor, or you were defeated in battle, or you were taken in a slave raid. It's more a thing of you were weaker militarily or physically than your captor, and therefore now you're working for them. But it's not so much, it wasn't really based on a race theory in the same way. Which, like, and that's something I've always found very interesting about history, is looking at the many ways in which slavery across cultures has been justified and explained in the mythology and the culture of the people who did the enslavement. Like, how was it okay? How was it considered a acceptable part of society? And like the ways in which that kind of faded away and vanished over time, and the reasons why it faded away and vanished, because like slavery has been abolished in many different ways across the world many times, and it's always interesting to talk about the different ways in which that has happened. But anyway, that's a very, very heavy subject for a video game stream, so let's move on from that for a second and not think about that anymore, because it's it's a lot of heavy stuff. But yeah, when you hear about thralls in Norse mythology, just the thing to be careful of is not to just go, oh, that's like the slavery I know about from reading other world histories. Oh, good. What the heck is she doing? Yeah. Oh, for God's sake, I can't see anything that's going on. Shut up. Okay, enough. Hate those witches.
Right?
Better.
Okay. Right, it's one of those rotational things where we have to find the right combination of things. But where the hell's the chest? I need the answer key. Back here, maybe? Nuts and nuts. But I definitely want to wait over there. Oh, hello. Hey. Treasure buckets. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so I can't see the chest anywhere, so let's try and go up here, I guess. Hey, it's a dude. Hey, dude! How you doing? Ooh.
Take that, runner!
Something this game gets very right is just how satisfying it is to land hits in combat. Ah, damn it, wrong button. Like that. That is good.
Good.
It fell in the water. Sup, fucker? That's the last of them? Excellent. Hey, he's got things.
Huh. Let's hang on to them.
Oh, hey, speaking of swords, by the way, swords are an interesting subject in Norse mythology because swords were often considered magical weapons. Like, they were considered very powerful, and you find plenty of stories about magical swords in Norse mythology, but the reality of swords in Norse mythology
Roy,
is that
another light crystal.
in Viking culture especially, they were very rare because they required a heck of a lot of iron. They required a lot of refined iron to produce, and they were fragile. Like, a sword doesn't really last you through that many combat encounters, so a sword was a mark
Look at this place. It
of like
feels
nobility
so-
and wealth that you could afford
was gonna
to
say
have a weapon
ancient,
like that and
but
maintain it and
that works
repair it
too.
when it was broken and stuff like that. It was they were status symbols, and oftentimes what you'd get would be war leaders of various kinds who would be buried with swords that they never actually used in combat because the sword was way too expensive to risk on that kind of thing, and they functioned more as a kind of status symbol. And that's something I've always liked that about Norse mythology, or rather about Viking culture, that they had those vanities. Like, because, again, a lot of the times when... Yeah, but I need the answer key. Okay. A lot of the times when we consider, like, Vikings in our culture, we often portray them as these, violent pragmatists who were sort of just, like, they don't care about fighting and killing and rah, rah, rah. But Viking culture had a lot of vanity. Like, a lot of dudes who were really concerned with their appearances and who, like, were careful to braid their hair in certain ways and... Because, like, having the freedom and the resources to do that kind of thing was a mark of success, as not just as a person, but also as a warrior, that you were able to do those things with your time and your money. Oh, hello. Piss off. That was annoying.
Enemies down.
But yeah, Vikings were known to have traveled as far as to Constantinople and as far as to the Middle East. Like, there's evidence that Viking traders made it as far as like to come into contact with Middle Eastern traders under various circumstances. And they took a lot of habits from them. And one of the things that Christian missionaries found very strange about people in Scandinavia was how fastidious and cleanly they were. Like, how often they would bathe, how often they would wash themselves, how often they would care for their hair and stuff like that. Because that was not really... Like, the benefits of bathing were not necessarily well understood for quite a long time, but the Vikings basically picked that stuff up from the Arabs and brought that home to their culture. Which I've always thought was such a fucking cool thing about Viking culture, is that it spread so far, and it interacted with so many other cultures that it managed to absorb cultural practices from, like, Muslim cultures, which is frankly insane. Or what we now call Muslim cultures, but which back then will probably have had other religions as well. See, I can see the things that I need to hit with my axe in order to make certain runes appear. There's one there, there's one back there. But I would like to know what runes I'm supposed to hit it with! Oh, yeah, there's the graffiti in the Hagia Sophia that says Halfdan wrote this. It didn't say Halfdan was here, it said Halfdan wrote this. And they have found, in tombs in Britain, in, like, old burial mounds and stuff like that, that were raided by Vikings, that were, like, that Vikings dug up and excavated and stole treasures from, that they have written graffiti on the inside of other people's tombs, saying stuff like, Engelbert is a horny bitch, or, like, fucked Halfdan here, and stuff like that. It's most hilariously human shit. And similarly, like in the barracks of a place like Sparta, they have also found graffiti like that. Like basically dudes just bragging about how many other dudes they fucked.
Yes, sir.
And like who's a horny slut and who's bitch at any given time and stuff like that. Which I found is hilarious. Like that people have always done this. That they've always just grabbed a thing and written into the wall like, this dude's mom is a whore. 'Cause people have always been that shitty. That's a good way, I think, to connect with ancient cultures, is that we've always been shitty assholes to each other. Right. How many different ones are there? There's 3, right? There's N, there's partly Bluetooth. Right. Are we just gonna have to trial and error this? Does that do anything? It seems to. I guess it's an area of effect thing. Nope. Oh, there they are! I see them. Oh, they were written on the wall. I'm an idiot. So, right way Bluetooth, N, and R. Cool.
What's that up there?
So that one's correct. We just need to find the N, which is down here. Whee! Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Cool. Now, where is the Oh, hello, I see you. Bye. I guess all that does is give me experience. I'm okay with that. Now I just need to find the last one. Just probably hanging out in some stupid place that I'll be overlooking for the next 20 minutes. While the rest of the stream just screams at me like, oh, it's right there! You just have to follow the thing on the thing! Just look up, you moron! And I'll realize way too late, and we'll have wasted like half an hour just running around doing nothing. Yeah, because I am good at video games. Okay, it. Okay, it. There's the N, and I got the R. I just need the reverse Bluetooth, or the right way Bluetooth thing. So, where are you? Where are you? You little rapscallion. I don't know why I'm sounding like this. I'm the Scarecrow from Wizard of Oz. I'm gonna be pissed if it's on the other side of here. It's gonna be, isn't it? It's gonna be a thing where I was gonna have to go and do the thing, and then I'm gonna have to backtrack, and it's gonna... Hey, hang on. What's that rock hanging up there? Can I make that rock fall down? Oh, I think I can make that rock fall down. Assuming I can get close enough. No, I can't make that rock fall down. Not from here, anyway. Gonna give it a shot. Aww. So close. Seriously, where is it? Come on! It's gotta be up here somewhere. Aha! Oh, I will hit you. Yeah! Suck it! Hey, I got angrier. +1 to anger. And I guess I don't need that crystal for anything, so we can just... Whee! An idea what I'll be streaming once I'm done with God of War? No, I don't actually know.
This is a lot of bodies.
Quite. I don't actually know, and I do think I'll spice it up occasionally and do other streams than just, you know, God of War every Saturday, but I do want to get
Tell me what you see.
good ways into the game.
Well, they look like men, not giants.
Correct. Thieves seeking treasure. See the traps?
Oh yeah. Lucky for us, they set them all off.
Be grateful these stay dead.
Monster Hunter World, yeah, that might be an idea. I've had 5 million people asking me to take a look at Monster Hunter World, but I've never really... I played Monster Hunter Try, but that's pretty much the only one I've played.
Sir. Oh, this is Durathror, one of the 4 stags of the World Tree. He's supposed to watch the entrance to Jotunheim while the giant...
Oh, it's Durathror. Interesting. I should read up on him, because I don't know much about him.
Still there?
I do not know.
It's a name I feel like I've heard before. I should really look at my damn textbooks. I've got a bunch of them. There's also the, like, for me, there's also, with this game, there's also the permanent question of how much they took from, like, texts like the Prose Edda and the Poetic Edda, and how much they took from generalized Germanic mythologies.
I've seen this language before.
The serpent cannot be spoken to, but his belligerence towards the Aesir is unmistakable. The destruction of Tyr's temple is infeasible while he remains. However, his presence has caused the Lake of Nine to submerge completely. Therefore, the larger aim of fettering realm travel is still achieved. The Raven Keeper. Interesting. Oh shit, a super chat! Why don't I stream some League of Legends? Because I'm bad at it. Was awesome catching your stream. I've been a big fan of the channel for a while now. Unfortunately, time to head to work. Have fun and punch some gods for me. I will punch all of the gods for you.
Why would someone hide a library?
Knowledge is dangerous, boy. 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 Anyway. Oh, right. So here's where the statue is. Let's have a look at him, actually. So he's got a hammer. See, as we talked about when I told the story of how Thor's hammer was originally made, that's the kind of hammer it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a hammer with a very long shaft that you can kind of swing around and get a lot of speed and leverage on. And when Loki interfered with the smithing process, the handle turned out way too short, which made it terrible for swinging around, but really extremely good for throwing. But that long-ass hammer there is the sort of hammer that Thor theoretically was supposed to have. Heimdall is not an innocent boy. He's not an innocent anything. He's a warrior. But I do prefer the white Aesir version of him. From the comics, I mean. Okay, I cannot block that. Anyway. Hey. Sup? 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 Sup?
Where to now?
I should really use my cooldowns more. They made the combat really fun and easy. Okay, there's a chest in there. I want it. But yeah, swords were really rare as weapons in Scandinavia because Scandinavia doesn't have a lot of easily accessible iron deposits. Like, the smiths in Scandinavia, oftentimes what you would find is that swords that are found in Scandinavia, a lot of the time, like, especially the ones that have lasted up until the present day so that we can find them, will have been made with Damascus steel, which they will have traded for, like, all the way down in places like, where the Hagia Sophia is. What's it called? The town. Byzantine. The Byzantine Empire. They traded with Constantinople, essentially. And that's something that's, again, that we remember the Vikings mostly as conquerors and warriors and sailors and raiders and all that shit, but...
It's a name, I think. Brasley. It means terror.
Huh, right. We remember the Vikings mostly as, you know, conquerors and slavers and invaders and raiders and stuff like that, but the vast majority of Viking...
Here, there's a candle all tangled up with string and some sort of animal hide. Some kind of lantern? No wick, though.
That is of no use to us. The Bifrost lights our way.
Hey, what do you think lit these torches? The dead don't need light.
Eyes open.
Interesting. Where was I? I was saying something. Right, we remember them as warriors, but they were actually, like, most of Viking nautical culture, like, most Viking sailors were traders, first and foremost. And a lot of the raiders that eventually came to Britain, and a lot of the raiders that would, you know, go on to raid villages and monasteries and do all that nonsense that we remember the Vikings for, actually, in actuality, they were traders. They came to trade, and then once they had been there to trade, they knew... oh, all the rich people live here, and they keep all their valuables in this spot, and stuff like that, and they would use that knowledge to then come back as raiders and steal everything. And, like, but, like, mostly they were traders. Like, that was how most Viking sailors made their living, was trade. Also mercenary work. Yeah, there's a lot of mercenary work as well. It was a little jack-of-all-trades kind of thing, but like all cultures in the Middle Ages and the Dark Ages, like, most people who lived in Scandinavia and Germany were farmers. Like, they were farmers, they couldn't afford swords and axes, they couldn't afford to go raiding. There was a relatively small class of people who made a trade as warriors, and, like, there was a relatively small group of people who were responsible for all the warring and raiding and killing and pillaging that we remember them for. But we don't really remember all the ones who were just living quiet lives as farmers until they eventually died of some preventable disease or something. Because that's not as sexy or as romantic. Which is always the trouble with history, is that we remember the warriors, but we forget, like, the 99.9% of people who weren't that.
What is all this? Where are we?
A mine. And if this claw reaches the summit, our goal is near.
All right, how do we use it?
Let's get rid of that guy.
Looks like something's supposed to roll on these.
Yeah, and I can't jump up there because I guess apparently Atreus has to kick a chain down. Who knows? Chain up there. Uh-huh. Damn, that's a long way up. Uh-huh. Alright. It is puzzle time!
There's gotta be a way to make that claw work.
Maybe this.
I think I see how this works. The claw's on one side, and if we get this unstuck... Oh no! I think the rope's stuck under that rock.
That was careless.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Stop. But maybe we can find our way up through there. After, you know, getting rid of those things.
We are not going to get rid of them, boy. We're going to punch them. I'm going to punch them for that super chat, basically. They're not gods, but, you know, it's a start. We're also going to shoot them. And then we're going to punch them. And then we're going to tear them apart with our bare hands! Splat. Okay. How are you doing, dude? I think maybe I should axe you, because, like, you seem to be kind of on fire. Ah! Oh, okay, they can do that, I guess. Splat! Splat! Splat. Nice. I like splat. Splat is good. Hey! I see them, I see them. I don't know why why can't I just throw my axe into the chains up there and then call the axe back, and then I can get the chains down myself? Spyro, actually. Oh, Spyro is. That's an interesting prospect, because I haven't played those games in like 15 years, or however long ago it was they originally came out. Oh yeah, Kurt Wilshire, part of the reason why Protestant artists were cool to study in high school art class, the philosophy was that ordinary people deserve to be muses and subjects of artistic depiction too. That is very true. That's one of the things that managed to shift with, like, the Reformation, is that rather than art being very, very locked down to either the extremely wealthy alone, or like as subjects, or the church being able to determine who gets to be subjects, i.e. saints. There was a democratization, not a huge one, because, like, art is still expensive to produce, and it's not like all of a sudden people were like, hey, poor people should get to be in art all the time. But there was a fascination in artistic circles with, like, depicting ordinary people in like as reasonable facsimiles, which is also something that comes back to, like, Calvinist working culture and you know, the Protestant working ethic and stuff like that. But it's really interesting. And I really want to read up more on that. But Vincent van Gogh, and I'm mispronouncing that, I'm sure, if there's any Dutch people in the stream, was one of the people who pioneered helped pioneer some of that with, like, into modernist art in some of his very early depictions, where he made a point of depicting ordinary people, which is something that you also see with artists like Gauguin and the Pointillists and stuff like that. But it is like, whenever I think of art history, I think how weird it is that we went from a time where art was exclusively, like, something that extremely rich people could get, and maybe the church if they wanted a nice picture for like a church thing, to nowadays, on the internet, we have people, like, drawing porn of cartoon characters just because they want to. Like, that it has become so we can just indulge our own, let's just draw some filthy porn of stuff. Or let's draw Sonic being pregnant with Shrek's child. Like, I think that's I think there's an optimistic thing that we have come so far that this is a possibility for us. This is open for us. The best tip I can give you on how to speed up your figure drawing learning process is to do croquis. Is to do like 10-second drawings, 10, 30, and 1 minute, 10 second, 30 second, 1 minute drawings, or even 2-second drawings. We did that for a while when I was taking art class, just doing 2-second drawings just to capture gesture, because that really teaches you to see quickly. And like to make decisions quickly and not obsess over perfectionism. Which helps you be a lot faster. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. And Atreus does not have anything. And might as well take that one as well.
Well, that's not going anywhere.
We need to free the rope from under the mess you created up there, boy.
Maybe there's a way up there through that passage that the machinery in here looks almost dwarven. But the stonework, that's definitely Jotun. You know, I think the giants not only mined the mountain, but actually lived here.
My little architect nerd, son. I'm just breaking shit, hoping some money will fall out. Hey. There was some money in there. It's not like I can do anything about those, right? No. Okay.
What does it say?
That looks like graffiti.
Yes, sir. That's funny.
How so?
One hand wrote, Jotnar only. And another wrote, and also dwarves. Should we add to it?
Graffiti.
No.
Okay. I guess we're going through the passage that the Draugr came out of. Thank you. And there isn't anything lying around that I've just... okay. La da 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 da. Hang on, I came in over there, right? Yeah, I came in over there. So we could also see if there's anything over here. So if there's anything over here that we have not noticed yet, apologies to all of Germany. Yeah, I came up in over there. And then boy made a mess up here. Oh, wait. And then there's this door.
It's magically locked.
They always come in twos. Ugh. The game wants me to backtrack to here at some point when I can open that thing. Oh, God. And then there's a light crystal in there. Let's light that for whatever reason. I don't know what that does, if anything. Nothing, because I cannot go in there. That's
See
not
anything?
a door I can open.
Mining cart.
That could be useful, yeah?
Minecart level. Yes, now we're Donkey Konging. Aha! I knew there was something else. All my aimless running around has paid off. It was justified.
All right, what'd you break?
How the hell is he in here? Okay, fine. Is there anything there I want? Nope.
Son?
Yes. Bow upgrade, yes.
What'd you forget?
You had a way around the Black Breath all along.
Now don't go thinking I could have gotten you past it, you big sack of meat. I got ways around most everything, especially up here. Time was, my folk had the run of this joint. Improved the design of the Jotnar traps and built workarounds to boot. Why you think they're so devious? Oh, that reminds me. Watch out for traps. Say, you didn't happen to run yourself afoul of a scruffy fella, about yay high, doesn't feel pain, sounds drunk but probably just slow? Hey, how'd you think I feel about it? If I'd wanted Aesir business...
Come.
Coming. Wow. How big is this place?
It is a mountain. Big.
Oh, I'm taking you out of the sky, little bird. Come at me. Ah. Ah, so close. And there. Yes! Master Archer. Or axe throw a guy.
More traps.
Mm-hmm.
There's a tunnel, but you won't fit.
Take it.
Okay.
Wait. Shoot that thing. Thank you. Just in case it does something. I like Kratos' like, you had a way around the Black Breath all along. I didn't have to go to fucking Alfheim. He sounded like so ready to just punch him. What's he sitting there for? Angerstone. Thank you. Uh-huh. Cheer up, boy. I'm only sending you through a dangerous tunnel to climb through traps and shit. It's not like it's anything serious. Right, okay, I see. Anyway. Where the hell is he? I guess I'm just gonna have to trust that the game will make sure he comes back when I need him to. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You okay?
Of course.
Okay, so that one's alive. Not for long, though. Oh, I like that.
How was that?
What the shit is that? What the shit is that? You. I don't know what you are, but I hate you. Am I not supposed to be able to kill it yet? You got me. This is like playing whack-a-mole. Except the mole is a bitch. God damn it. Ah. Oh, I see. It was a special prize thing.
Freya, to me.
Okay, I'm coming.
Anyway, I shouldn't have called the mole a bitch. That was not nice. We always default to the worst language.
Think you can move it? Looks kind of heavy.
I can move it.
It moved! And we're stuck. Card's still attached to
I see that. There.
Let's go!
La 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 la. Okay. Fine. I was hoping I could just push through that gate and just like crunch my way through it. That would have been fun.
Maybe there's a way through that big gate up there?
But I don't get to have fun in this game. Heated gaming moment, yeah. A little bit.
Ooh, good fun.
Oh, there was a dead guy here. Or a dead creature. Oh, that's one of those creatures that Brock has that drags his stuff around. And there's a dead dwarf underneath it. Hey, environmental storytelling. How are they not rotted yet? And I guess I can't go up there, and there's no point down there. What about this, though? Looks like there's something in there. But it also doesn't look like there's a way in there. Oh, well. They'll just have to move on. No, Kratos. I meant climb, you dumbass. Smash the things! Smash all the things! Oh, that's a Twitter DM. A Twitter DM that I do not care to answer. At least not while I'm streaming.
Look! Another lantern!
Broken. Leave it.
What could they be for? There's something special about them. I can feel it.
Oh, hey. A door I can open. Maybe. Thank you, Kratos. Hey, it's that bridge. Not now, boy. But then that should mean that I can... Because if that thing is down there, and then that's... Okay, so that's the path that leads back over there. Okay, cool. Then we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back. Because I think there was a chain I wanted to pull. I don't know what it does. Oh, it does the thing that's obvious. Sweet. Because now that I have a way over... I want to see what happens if I push that thing in there. I don't know if anything will happen, but I just want to see. Just does that mean I can jump over? Yes!
It's up ahead.
Chest. I'm gonna get my hands all up in your chest. Wait. How long does it take to build art skills? That depends how much, like, if you're working a full-time job or something, you're in for the long haul, sonny. But if you're lucky and you can spend all day drawing, like doing exercises 3 or 4 hours a day, you could get pretty damn good in a year.
Oh, that looks heavy.
It mostly depends on, like, how much time and resources you have available to you.
No way.
Come on, Kratos.
We did it! I bet we can make the rope wheel work now. Why give us the way to the top?
Yay! But first... I can still... Oh, hello. That's a troll. Oh, that's not a troll. That's a giant. And it looks like he has ice powers. And I have a feeling that means my axe won't work on him. Oh, no, it works. Okay. That's good. If you would please keep the stun going. Thank you. Punch him in the head. Lots of head punching. Okay, he's angry now. But at least he's hitting the other guys too. Anyway. Yes! Oh, that was satisfyingly easy. Let's just finish the rest of them off. Ah, that was good.
Back to the wheel.
Hey, runic attack. Don't think I want that though right now. And a frozen flame. Hey! That's an axe upgrade for me. Where the hell was I going? Oh, right. The wheel. Over here. Wheel. Whoa, okay. Claw. Back claw. The claw has come for us. We are going to a better place. Tremendous XP on the bow upgrade. Yes, good point. We should upgrade the bow. So Atreus can do good things. What is thing? Greater amount of stun. Oh, yes, please, for the love of God, yes. Arrow damage and melee damage. Nice. Firing rate. Ooh. Useful upgrades. That is very good. Anyway, now we go with the claw, I think. Oh, I see. We need to make it pick a thing up. Frost Giant is a submissive switch who would do anything you want to him to and make you hot shocked. How the hell did the conversation end up in that situation? I missed something. Wait, what? Is it just a teratophiliacs who have suddenly shown up in my chat? Yes.
Here we go.
Whee!
Do you think this goes all the way to the top?
We will see soon enough.
Probably not. Although we did just finish a boss fight, so I guess maybe.
Something feels strange up there. We're heading into danger.
Do not concern yourself with what might be. Focus on what is, and be vigilant.
Yes, sir.
Y'all are perverts in the chat. Good lord. Not that I mind.
Not the top, but we're closer.
So, what's gonna go wrong in just a second?
That was not broken. There's a note. A giant's prayer. They're asking their ancestors to watch over them. To guide them home.
Boy,
Wait. I think I know how it works. Watch.
I think he wrote mother on it. I mean, my rune script is kind of not great, but... Oh, Kratos, that's the first time you have touched him compassionately in the entire game.
I asked them to watch over Mother.
Hey, I was right.
Do you think they'll watch over us on the way to the top?
come boy. It is a long way up.
Oh, it's so close to the finish line there, Kratos, but you just missed the good dad moment. You were supposed to say yes, in case you were wondering. Anyway, let's punch some crates to pieces.
Stay back.
That's a trap. Neat. Anyway. Anything over here? There's nothing over here. Is there anything over there? There's nothing over there. What's that? Is that a thing I can break with my axe? Because if I can break it with my axe, I want to break it with my axe. I can't break it with my axe. Okay. Whee! How does it know we're here?
Got it. Be careful.
Well, that was easy. Oh, okay, I see.
More tests.
Dwarves must have carved these tunnels around the giant's traps. Good thing, too. Well, good for me, anyway.
Oh, okay.
Oh, come on!
Yeah.
That is not helping.
See you on the other side.
All right, fine. This is dumb. This is very dumb. I think I saw a thing I wanted. Yeah, I can climb up there. So, okay. That was money. Law. The kiss of fire. Oh, good. That's good. Yeah, sure. He can wait. He can wait for just a sec. Listen, boy. I don't know if you maybe could, like, hit him with an axe or something, with an arrow. I suppose I'm supposed to... Okay. So, there, and then... Quickly! No! Ah! Okay, good. It was supposed to go down instead of up. You'll spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, round, round. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, round, round. It's one of those songs that I'm not sure I like it very much, but I'm also completely incapable of not singing it whenever it gets into my head. I've got to know your name, and I would like your private number, baby. All I know is that it's me. You look like you're lots of fun. Open up your loving arms. Watch out, here I come. You know those songs, the ones where it's like you're not really sure if you like them, but you don't have any choice. Once it's in your head, it's there, and it's gonna stay there. Oh, okay. Whee! I hope the giant was underneath that.
Or not. Are we still too heavy?
So I guess we throw that one off. Have I ever considered doing voice acting? I mean, I would certainly...
When we get to the summit, how far do you think we'll be able to see? The lake? The world serpent? Our house?
We will see when we get there. Until then, eyes open.
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing voice acting. It's just, it's a craft. It's something that you have to spend a lot of time learning.
I'm fine. Just lost my balance for a moment. You know, for someone so strong, you sure worry a lot.
It serves me well, and how I keep us alive.
I guess. Not a terribly fun way to live, though.
But yeah, voice acting is a craft. It's difficult. Oh boy. Okay, I guess. Suck it, jabroni!
We must be getting close.
But yeah, voice acting is a craft, and I don't really have a lot of time to put into it, to learning to be good at it. So, you know, there might be a pretty strict limit on just how, oh boy, how useful I could be as a voice actor. Because, like, it's more than just being able to make an interesting voice. It's also about being able to pace, like, your delivery and to deliver the same line in 50 different ways. Oh, that's annoying. Stop that! And it's also being able to deliver those lines, like, in a 12-hour session, recording hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of voice lines and sticking to the character. And, you know, staying in character as an actor and being able to deliver on emotion in very complicated ways. So, like, I would absolutely enjoy trying out voice acting, but it's a time commitment that I'm not sure I have.
How was that for fun?
I get it. You should worry more. Is this where we get off?
No, we are stuck.
Okay. Guess we
I
just
think part of the
push.
lift is stuck in that wall. Can you get it free?
Yeah, I think maybe the audio on the game is a little loud. I'll turn it down a little bit.
I do not know.
Think we'll get attacked again?
Definitely.
Oh boy.
Yes. Now be ready.
That doesn't do anything. There we go. Stuck again. Okay, hello, hi. Atreus is knocked down, I guess. That's annoying. Fine. We do this the fun way. Can I just not ride him off the edge and jump off? Ah, there we go. I'm getting a little better at fighting. That's nice. Anyway, let's get unstuck. What union would voice actors belong to? There is an actors union in Denmark. I think there's actually a couple of them.
It would seem.
Because Denmark is a place with lots and lots of unions, which is very nice.
Mother's ashes. What then? What comes next?
Nothing comes next. We go home.
That's it? The adventure is over?
For now. But we will have much to do. You were right earlier on the boat after cutting down the last tree. You said it felt like something had changed. And it has. And our home is no longer safe. But it will be again. And we must continue your training.
Okay.
Hey, close to the summit. Ish.
We're almost at the summit. Nothing's gonna stop us.
Of course you had to say that.
And stay behind me.
Yes, sir!
You had to jinx it, you dumbass. Hey, that smells you. Oh, hässlicher. Oh, he's Hannah Hesley. Ah, I get it. Okay. Okay. Do you want to help, matey? Okay, he can't fly at least. That's something. It's probably a young dragon. Who lightnings things.
Be ready.
Smack!
Hold on.
Oh, I like this. I like that a lot. That was a really good way to transition. That was really cool.
That was
The
intense.
rope got caught on the tail. That was fantastic. That's a fantastic way to transition in. Oh, that was a good set piece. Oh, that was good. Good job, Sony. Why? Oh, okay.
What was that?
It's telling us how to get past those barriers. That's nice.
That looks like a root of the Yggdrasil tree. Is that its sap?
Crystallized sap. And there is power inside.
Incredible.
Neat. Yeah, Sony Santa Monica. That thing.
I can't believe we fought a dragon. I was aiming for his eyes, but I kept losing my footing. Do you think this is their home? Did they move in after the giants left? Or are they why the giants left?
Boy, the air grows thin here. No more questions. Breathe.
Oh, yes. I see.
Bang! Boy. 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 Boy! Boy! Oh, for God's sake, Sindri.
Someone's screaming.
For God's sake, Sindri.
Wait, boy.
It's Sindri. Can you kill something that big?
If we can catch it off balance.
I like
distract
that
him.
confidence.
What are you doing?
We have to help him.
Break right. Find an angle. Wait for my mark.
Thank you. Hey, Ugly! Over here!
Oh, we're gonna go dragon riding now, baby! Sup, fucker! Oh, wow. Okay. Guess we're doing this now. Yeah! I mean, eventually it's just gonna spit lightning and hurt me a lot. Well, I'm gonna have to do this without boy? Okay, great. Okay. What can you do? Well, you can be a bitch. Okay. I shouldn't say that word, I keep forgetting. You can be a bastard is what you can be. It's like, my only choice is to throw my axe at him and hope. I think I'm supposed to aim for the eyes. But I'm not having a lot of luck. Well, maybe I'm just supposed to get closer. Oh, I see. Right. Die. Okay, so I need him to be charged with electricity, and then I can grab a crystal and throw it at him. Right, I see. Ah! I think I dropped an input there, but probably not. Enough of that. Stop it. Okay, well, it's not hard to dodge. That's something. Ah! Ha ha! Oi, boy. Okay, but that's... Hey-ya! Oh, okay, he wants to play now. Hi. Hello. Oi, 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 oi. Fine by me. Less fine, less fine. How the hell do I dodge that? Not like I can jump. Do I just have to go back a really long way? No, that doesn't work. Oh, block stomp wave is... Okay. Thanks for that help and information. That was helpful. Yeah, screw you. It's lightning, that's a lot of it. So now I need the crystals again. Or, I guess they're not available. Oh no, there they are. Please keep doing that. Oh, that was a bad throw! Ow. That was also a very bad throw. That was very bad, just overall. axe to the head. Okay. All right. All right, big guy. You want to dance? We can dance. Aye, right. He does that. Crystals, crystals, there. Missed him. Damn it. That didn't even explode. Come on! Why is it so hard to fucking hit him? Would you just... There we go. Ugh. Boy, this is an endurance battle more than anything. Although I imagine at some point, like once he's relatively low on health, I'll get an opportunity to do like a cinematic attack of some kind.
Boy, are you okay?
Yeah!
Yeah, there we go.
I have a plan. Be ready to lower the crane on my mark.
How does this thing work?
I do not care. Be ready.
Okay, claw attack. Yep. And stab him in the hands. And big claw attack. Yep. Nope. Don't do that. Well, do it one more time. Okay, do that less. Because that's annoying. Crane! Or not, I guess.
Now!
Oh, bad choice, my friend. Do not electricity yourself right now. Oh, that was good. Anyway, I have not looked at the chat for like 20 minutes because I've been kind of busy with the dragon.
Wow, we actually did it. And you!
But nobody's killed a dragon for hundreds of years. Not since the grand culling of the worms. And unless I'm mistaken, you did all that for me.
You are mistaken. The dragon was simply in our path, nothing more.
Kratos, you
Call it
tsundere.
all you want, but you saved me, and that deserves compensation.
What are these?
Braided mistletoe arrows, straighter than
Mistletoe.
Heimdall and perfectly weighted.
Thanks?
Oh,
No, listen,
okay.
mistletoe is a big deal.
Hold on. Ooh, not that.
He's got a bag
You
of
see my
holding.
brother again?
Yeah, he said you lost your talent.
Oh, and that I'm selfish? No. I'm sure. That I value a weapon's look? No. Over its purpose? That I'm pretentious? No. And uptight? Fussy? I know what he thinks, but he can't hurt me any... Burn that.
I do not have time for this.
No. Wait. I have a better idea.
What?
I just need a tooth from that dragon.
Time for some dentistry.
Watch where you grab that. Oh, never mind. Oh, so unclean. Oh, so unclean. Oh, the smell. Perfect. That should do. Oh. Yeah. I am not touching that. Just hold it out. Now, run that along the string of your son's bow. Just humor me.
Better mining animation than
Go
Skyrim.
bow.
Nice. And that will enable us to get past those goddamn barrier
Two passes
things.
should do it. Gently, now.
Aha. Shock arrows. Excellent.
Whoa.
Oh, sure. Now you're impressed. How do I explain this? I've added a new vibrating. Oh, I can see. You figured it out on your own then. Just, never mind. I wasn't just explaining the beautiful and complex artistry of my craft or anything. No, just anything to help you. Yep.
I like Sindri.
Let's do it.
Anyway, let's upgrade the damn axe, because I want the axe upgrade. I want it to be better.
Can I just say, it's a sad day for your enemies.
New skills. Plated pauldrons of focus. Do not need those. I could do with a better resurrection stone, though.
Good, good. Also, remember to breathe.
Yes, good. I like not dying.
And
Okay,
what do you have your eye on?
let's see. Nope. Nope. I'm not really equipped with either of those. Oh, I'm equipped with that one. I can upgrade that one. I should probably upgrade that one. Shouldn't I? Yes.
Where it is good.
La da da. Always the most exciting part of this stream is menus. Just,
Bad day to be made of wood.
Oh, I can do it again. Let's do it again
Doing
then.
a polishing on the house. So much blood.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And I have some artifacts that could do with selling.
I'm sure that'll come in handy.
And a bunch of enchantments that I'm never going to use for anything. But on the other hand, I kind of don't want to sell them, but I probably just should. Because they're really weak. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Fortunately, these shitty tunics are weaker than what I'm actually already wearing, which is nice, because those shitty tunics, I will not wear them! I am a fashion-conscious god of war.
Yes, my young man?
No, well, I wanted to compare them, not actually craft it. Yeah, I like that one he's
Something
got
else for
right
you,
now
then.
better.
Now don't be a stranger.
I think I will be a stranger, Sindri. Can I grab more teeth? Aren't they really valuable? No? Okay. No more teeth, then. No more teeth.
Feels like it wasn't that long ago we were hunting deer.
Teeth.
Now we fought dark elves, and trolls, and ogres, and a dragon. I feel like we could be anything now.
We win because we are determined, disciplined, not because we feel ourselves superior.
Sure, I know. It's just, it feels good to be strong, you know?
Yes.
Oh, Kratos knows, yes. Bang. powerful spinning attack against a single target. Let's see. Oh, cool. It does rob me of my axe for a good long while, so maybe not the thing I want right now. Ba 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 ba. La da 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 da. Oh, high, high up in the sky, there go my glider and I.
Huh?
Oh, that's probably bad. Yeah, please don't do that.
I'm not ready.
Okay, so a nightmare possessing one of these things makes it exponentially more powerful, I see. Is the point that's being made to me here. Axe, please. Yeesh.
There we go. Want me to shatter it?
Ooh.
Oh, I'm gonna like this. Strange though. That one didn't completely blow up. That's it. I shot it once. It's glowing again.
So I need to get that up there to shatter that stuff over there. And in order to do that, I need to... Oh, there's a wheel right next to me that I should probably have realized was there. Boom! Oh, for God's sake. Would you like to shoot them, maybe? Oh shit, it's arc lightning. Nice. I'll just take that, my friend. Once Kratos is done with every mythology, he'll be the final boss, Shaggy. Oh, wow. That they have already announced a sequel, right, to God of War, to this game. I'm a little curious as to what, like, if there's... Like, again, I don't know how this game ends, after all. So... Oh, right, I can't hurt those guys with my axe. Stop using your axe when I'm trying to tell you to put it away. There we go.
Can't beat us.
An experience crystal. Okie Dane. To God, to war. Okay, let's upgrade. Shock duration increased. Okay, where's the crystal? Do I have to find one and carry it over here? Who the hell are they praying to? Oh well. Hi-oh! How you doing? Okay, so the shock arrows don't inflict stun damage, I see. Oh, right, he does a multi-hit combo. Okay, who cares about the bridge right now? Because we have things to shatter.
We gotta find a way to lower that bridge. That has to be the way out of here.
Ooh, lore panel. Let's see if I know the story in here.
Boy, another one.
Oh,
This
is
one's
that?
called Emir.
Yeah.
Mother tried to tell me this one, but I think I was too young. Are giants coming out of his armpits?
Yeah. Okay, Ymir.
That might be Odin stabbing him.
Yep. So, here we have one of the creation myths of Norse mythology. And I say one of them because there's, like, depending on how you read things, there might be a couple. But Ymir was a giant, essentially. And to really tell his story, we have to... Because at first, there was nothing in the universe. There was nothing. There's the big, eternal, formless, hot void called Ginnungagap, which is essentially the chaos before the formation of the world. And out of that void, out of that eternal nothing, a giant was formed named Ymir, who was the size of worlds, the size of universes. And from his... Let me see if I can remember it. From his sweat, and from his crotch, and from all of the unsanitary places on his body, came the races of giants, and trolls, and dwarves, and all the non-human races of the world. They poured from him, like a terrible teeming horde, disgusting and horrifying. And the gods saw this, and decided to put an end to it. So they murdered Ymir. He could not really resist them, so they killed him. And they took from him the various parts of his body and used it to form the world. And so his blood became the seas. The crown of his skull became the great arc of the sky, held up in the four corners of the world by four dwarves of great strength, as I think as a punishment for some kind of crime. His body became the land. His toenails became the mountains, if I don't miss my guess. His teeth became the clouds. And unless I miss my guess, they took his eyelashes and made the northern lights out of them. And the northern lights are the fence that wall off Midgard from the realm of the gods, the Aesir. Now, one thing you may notice from this version of the story is that there really isn't any mention of the world tree of Yggdrasil, how that came about. And that's the thing about origin stories and creation myths in Norse mythology, is that they're not all 100% consistent. They don't all include every element of the world. Because there is another creation myth, which also starts in Ginnungagap, but which states that in Ginnungagap, rather than the giant Ymir, there was a great cow, whose name I keep forgetting. But from that cow had four great udders, from which flowed great rivers of milk. And the cow licked a salt stone. And from that salt stone, the head of a man began to emerge, and when the cow had finally licked him out completely, the man drank from the udders and, sort of sustained himself that way. Eventually, the cow then licked a woman from the stone also, and these two became the first people. And, then the story goes from there. So there's a bunch of different creation myths in Norse mythology, and they're not 100% clear. There's also a story about how humans were created that involves the three gods Odin, Vile, and Ve, who are walking along the beach one day, and they find some sticks, and they put them together to make the shape of a man, and then Odin breathes life into them, and Vile breathes will into them, and Ve breathes, I think, suffering into them, and that then creates a person, and that they become the first people. So, creation myths in Norse mythology are multiples. Anyway, I think I see what I'm doing here.
Guess not. Now it's stuck on the other side. I will never get tired
Bang.
of shattering things with this.
Good kid.
Nightmare!
What? Oh, come on. But I guess it's gonna possess... Yeah. Oh, he's healing really fast right now.
I'm ready!
Okay, you can stop doing that now. Nightmares are annoying! Anyway, I really need to find those runes. It will drive me crazy if I don't. Wow, okay, Atreus just pushing me back. Well, let's start with whatever the heck this is.
Boy, over here.
Yes, sir.
The cow had a name. I think the cow's name was Outlab or Outblal or something like that. I can't remember. There's one rune over there. That's something. I have to imagine the other ones are placed in equally annoying positions.
It's getting colder. We must be near the
Okay,
top.
so that's the way forward. We're not gonna go forward. We are gonna stick around here until we have destroyed all the letters. Because I resent writing on a personal level. Thank you. Oh shit, hello. Hi. I guess he was just hanging out. Neat. There was just like a dude in there. Some necrophiliac who's really angry at being disturbed. Okay. One last goddamn rune. One last one. I can't pull it further up. Maybe this does something. I can see a thing from here I couldn't see otherwise. Maybe. No, is it like underneath here? Oh, it better not be. Like hanging underneath the drawbridge or something stupid like that I would hate. That would annoy me. Okay, probably not. Maybe it's further back, actually. Aha! This game, I hate you for being such a bastard. Hey, life apple. Soon I will have more health. Yay. Anyway, let's go to the top, probably. And fight like 4 dragons this time.
Not long now, Mom.
Hey!
Look! The summit! We're so close now.
Yeah, but something's gonna happen.
Your quiver.
Strap broke when we fought the dragon. It's alright. I can hold it.
Stop. Broken quiver will slow your draw. Pain we endure. Faulty weaponry we do not. This will do for now. Good?
Oh, good daddy,
Good.
Kratos.
Go.
He's a good father only when it comes to weapons maintenance.
Steady, boy. Mind your footing.
Well, it's something. But yeah, it's like there's gonna be a wind or Baldur is gonna be up there waiting. Okay, hello. Knew there'd be something. There's always something. Oh, you're getting punched a lot, my dude. Get off my mountain! That got tedious.
How'd I do?
Adequate.
Oh, the snow effects are really good. Look at that. Oh, that's really good. Oh, those are really good snow effects. I really like those. Let's just look at this for a while. This is cool. So can I deform it by walking over it again? Or is it... Okay, so it overlays another... There's not like... oh, wow. Okay, so every time I walk over it, it becomes a new... Oh, no, wait. It doesn't change? Or it does change? I can't tell, actually. Okay, so it reveals another texture underneath as you... Oh, that's really cool. Anyway.
That's chilly.
Kratos, like...
You hear those voices too, right?
Yes. Be silent.
That sounds
Oh,
like the
that's
same man
Baldur.
who came to our house. You said you killed him.
Shh.
You brought company this time. Must be important if the sons of Thor deign to grace me with their presence.
Mima.
Tell
Oh,
me,
okay.
You two still tripping over yourselves to impress Daddy?
The tattooed man. Tracks show he now travels with a child. Where would they go next?
Why would I know that?
You're the smartest man alive, aren't you?
Smarter than all the...
I'm just gonna hang out here until they're done with the dialogue.
You help me, I help you. Tell me where they are, and I'll talk to Odin.
Your father won't let me go, Baldur, and he won't let you kill me. You have nothing to offer me, so take your questions, take your threats, take these two worthless wankers, and piss off!
When
Okay.
no one's looking, we'll be back for your other eye.
Don't you forget, we're everywhere.
We really are, aren't we?
Oh, shut up, you idiots. Let's go.
Right, so Mima, who I guess we're gonna kill him or he's gonna die or something, so let's talk about him before we do that. So Mima is a Jotun. He's one of the giant race. Although, since he's Scottish here, I guess they made him a dwarf, I don't know. He guards over one of the wells of wisdom, or a well of wisdom, or the only well of wisdom, depending on the story that you particularly listen to. And he has tremendous, like, he's just super smart. He knows about just everything, all of the things. And Odin comes to him and says, dude, I want to be super smart. I want to know all of the things. I want to be... Right? And Mimir is like, yeah, but if you want to know all the things, you need the water in my well. And you can't have the water in my well unless you give it a sacrifice of some kind. And Odin's like, okay, sacrifice, fine, whatever. What do I need to do? And Mima's like, well, you pluck out your own eye and you throw it into the well. And then you can drink from it. And Odin's like, okay. Apparently he's just like, okay. And he does that. He plucks out his own eye, throws it into the well. He gets to drink from the well, and he becomes incredibly wise and knows a hell of a lot of things. But Mima has still drunk a lot more of that water, and he's still kind of smarter. So Odin is like, hey, Mima, you should definitely come along and be, like, my main advisor, dude. And so Mima does that. But unfortunately, that does not work out so well for him, because during the war between the Aesir and the Vanir, the two races of gods, Mima is ambushed and murdered, and his head is severed from his body and sent to Odin as a taunt. Which, you know, not great to lose your greatest wise man in that way. But Odin, of course, being the tricky son of a bitch that he is, has a plan about that. He uses side magic, or else he gets Freya to use side magic, to revive Mimir's head. So Odin now has an advisor who's literally just a head that talks to him and tells him secrets and gives him advice on how to do things. And that's the story of Mimir as I know it. I'm curious to see how he is in this game. This version of him. Besides being Scottish, I would really like it if he's just like a head lying on a table or something. I guess we're climbing around. Okay. Right, of course. The climbing section here was designed so that you could get to listen to all of the dialogue before you got there. So now it's just a long, silent nothing because I was just hanging out. Oh, well.
Ah, the very topic of conversation. A tattooed man traveling with a child.
I guess he's hanging out in a tree.
Boy, check their path. Make sure we're all alone.
But we just saw them leave.
Do as I say.
He doesn't know what you are.
And I would keep it that way. Who are you?
Me? I'm the greatest ambassador to the gods, the giants, and all the creatures of the Nine Realms. I know every corner of these lands, every language spoken, every war waged, every deal struck. They call me Mimir, smartest man alive. And I have the answer to your every question.
Why does the son of Odin hunt us?
Okay, there are a few gaps in knowledge. But Odin's had me imprisoned here for 109 winters. I'm a clever lad. I can piece it together. Promise. Just given time.
Nobody there, just like I said.
The boy's mother is dead. She wished her...
She wanted us to spread her ashes on the highest peak in all the realms.
Oh, then you've come to the wrong place, little brother. The highest peak in all the realms is not here in Midgard. It's in Jotunheim, realm of the giants.
Oh, come on!
That could not be what she meant.
Take a look. This is the last known bridge to Jotunheim in all the realms. See that mountain? Looks like a giant's finger scraping the sky. That's the highest peak in all the realms. No here.
Can't we just take that bridge? We have a Bifrost.
When the giants destroyed all other bridges to their realm, they locked this one up with a secret rune. If it still exists, only a giant would know it.
And all of them left Midgard a long time ago.
True. But today, the winds of fate have kicked up a strange vortex of coincidence. Fact is, there's only one person alive who can get you where you need to go. And luckily for you, my schedule's wide open.
We're going to Jotunheim, right?
It's your best and only move from a tactical standpoint. It's the one place the man who cannot be killed won't follow you.
I like him.
What do we do?
Yes!
First, you need to cut off my head.
Oh, hey!
What?
Odin made sure that no weapon, not even Thor's hammer, could free my body from these bonds. But fortunately, you don't need my body. The trick is, we need to find someone who can reanimate my head using the old magic.
I seem to have predicted things.
There's a witch of the woods. She knows the old ways.
And she'll help. She might do worth a try.
But if she fails, he will be dead.
He tortures me, you know. Every day, brother. Odin himself sees to it personally, and believe me, there is no end to his creativity. Every single day. This isn't living.
Very well.
Oh, Kratos
Oh, I
has met a
can't
man
watch
like him
this.
before. That is a Prometheus.
In case you can't resurrect me, there's something you need to know. The boy. The longer you wait to tell him his true nature, the more damage you do. He will resent you, and you may lose him forever.
There is much about me I would not have him know.
So you value your privacy more than your son, eh?
Ooh.
I'm going to cut off your head.
Fair enough.
But anyway, I like that.
You're not.
I like that one of the central conceits, like one of the central narrative conflicts in this game. Oh, Kratos' beard is not soft. It is rough as hell. You can be sure of that. He does not use beard oil. I like that one of the primary narrative conflicts, one of the main things that Kratos, one of the main flaws that Kratos has as a person and as a father is that he's ashamed of himself. Like, he's ashamed of what he has done and who he was, and the things that he did when he was the god of war of Greece. And that shame and that fear is what's keeping him from talking to his son about it, from being open to his son about it, because, like, that's the sign of his love, that he actually cares a lot that his son does not know what a monster he has been. And that's really, that's good, like, because that's a really solid emotional core. To build the conflict around. Because it's relatable. Like, that's always been the problem with Kratos as a character, I think, is in his previous games when he was the god of war, it's like he was this relentless, infinite anger engine who was just driven by hate and rage and pain and I am the god of like that was like his only mode, and the only thing he gave a single shit about is taking as much bloody revenge as much as possible. And it's like, I've known the lust for revenge in my life, but what I have known a lot more as a human person with flaws is to be ashamed of something that I have done and to be afraid of sharing it with the people I love. You know, that is much more human. And that's really, again, because this is a story about ancient gods, and the ancient gods, both in Greece and in Norse mythology, were human. Like, they were gods, yeah, but they were gods with incredibly human flaws and with incredibly human problems, who just had extraordinary powers with which to solve them. And that's the thing that's kind of important, I think, when you're telling a story that's based in old mythologies, is to bring that humanity aspect along with it. And I think that's nice. Like, that's a good vulnerability to give Kratos, because he's invincible in battle, and he is stoic as all hell. And, like, his primary response to things going wrong is just to get angrier at them until he can punch them to pieces. But the one problem he cannot punch his way through, the one problem he cannot actually, like, deal with by getting angry, is talking to his damn son. And that's really good. Like, that's a believable conflict for a man like Kratos. That's a believable problem for him to have trouble overcoming. So I like that. I like that a lot. That's a good conceit. Anyway, I have some new axe skills. I should take a look at them. Oh, okay, so I can make it target multiple enemies to... Ah, interesting, okay. Ooh, oh, that's really good. I want that eventually. What do we have here? Oh, a stance... Okay, so that's when we get into the stance-based combat thing. Switch stances by pausing momentarily. Okay, so that's a Devil May Cry thing where you pause and then you gain access to different attacks. And then you can press R2, and then you can press R1, and you can do the thing. Excellent.
We're going to Yona. We're going to find the long-lost realm of the giants. That's...
Inconvenient.
Yeah, that's just what I was going to say.
Okay, so we need to find a way back down to the witch, and I assume we're going to be going by the path rather than trying to climb. Anyway, stab that thing in the head, boy. I would pull Kratos' devil trick if you... You do understand, like, that, like, the moment he gets into even, like, a second of passion, he's going to break you in half, right? Like,
Do you
literally.
remember the way to the witch's house?
Yes, the woods with the blood-red leaves, south of the lake. I know just where to go.
So I guess Atreus is a god of the
She made
hunt?
it back from Alfheim and can bring Mimir back. He seemed nice. Before you cut off his head.
Okay, so I guess I have to take the gate to get back to... And then from Brock's Forge and the central thing, we go back to the woods. Hawkey there! Into the woods. It's a lovely musical. And this time, we are going to not suicide on the path for no good reason. I don't even know why. Why was that an option?
I can't believe it was Baldur that came to our house. The Aesir god. Baldur. And you fought him. And won!
Yes.
One of Odin's sons. Thor's brother. And now he's hunting us with his nephews. Why is this happening?
If we can raise the head, you can ask him.
Okay. You know, it's silly, but I secretly hope we find a giant somewhere in that mountain. I guess they really did leave Midgard, except for the serpent. He may be the last of his kind. Are you the last of your kind too?
Ooh.
Is that why you don't like to talk about
My kind.
I mean, your family. Before Mother and I. Where you came from. Mother, a father?
Now is not the time for that.
Oh, Kratos.
Yes, sir.
It really is, but it's gonna take you all fucking game to realize it. You dumb idiot. Oh, darling, please believe me. I'll never do you no harm. Believe me when I tell you.
Rock!
I'll never do you no harm.
What? I'm on a fucking break. Don't hear me screeching at you whenever you're twiddling your short and curlies.
Leave him, boy.
No, Pep. Well, you already soiled my solitude, so you may as well join me.
You're not hungry.
Good. It's not what I was offering.
Saw your brother again.
Congratulations. And I'm sure you'll let him go and Roger my axe good and plenty again. Hmm? Let's see the damage. Little canker-throat wouldn't know proper weight and balance if it were dangling off his chut. You eating well enough?
I guess.
Good. All better. Now what the fuck else you want, huh? Times he gets so wrapped up in his work, Sentry hasn't the sense to sip or sup. And if he does remember, good luck getting him to cook his own meat. Guess I got all the stomach in the family.
I guess you're worried about your
With the
brother,
smarts.
you dumbass.
Listen,
What, that spit-fister? What do you know?
I just mean
Hey,
that...
do you mind? Trying to concentrate here Already on a break from my break.
Let's get another one up there.
Keep me out of trouble.
More defense. Yes, good. Less dying.
Good stuff.
Let's see. Anything interesting I can buy? Nah. Nah. No lost items either.
Kid.
There we go. I think I I have read Beowulf, actually, yes. I read that for my English studies. And we read parts of it in the original Old English, which was fun. I say fun entirely sarcastically. But yeah, you're right about that, Faye. Like, there's definitely a undercurrent here of... And I hate to bring the word up because people tend to get upset by it, but like, there's definitely an undercurrent of men dealing with the fallout of toxic masculinity. Like Kratos, because he just cannot open up emotionally to his damn son. And Brock and Sindri being an example of prideful men fighting for no good reason.
Hey!
And hurting each of them.
What do you mean? I ate her. Fat bits of her out just a while ago.
What is wrong with you?
What? Her milk ran dry.
She was your friend.
Then she'll be happy I'm so well fed. Shit bricks, boy, you got a real sentimental streak, know that? Don't get yourself confused out there. I'm getting back to it. Be extra careful out there, you two. The roads are teeming with more than usual complement of dead assholes lately.
We've noticed.
Come, boy.
Okay.
Boy, what is the path back to the witch?
First we need to find a boat.
Do you remember the way back to the witch from here?
That way. Behind the big statue of Thor.
Okay, so Beowulf is... It's an old Germanic piece of literature. It's considered one of the oldest pieces of literature in the English canon because the story was found... like, the manuscript that we have, I believe, was found in English records. And it's a story that's presumably been shared all across Britain in the olden days that was popular. But it is a Germanic tale, and it concerns... warriors who live, I think, in Denmark, for the most part, and in the Germanic regions in Scandinavia, in Sweden and Norway. So it's a reminder that there wasn't really that sharp division of culture back in the olden days that we like to imagine. There wasn't really such a thing in the Viking times as Danish culture and as English culture, and like it not with the same, like, because there wasn't any national borders in the same way. Borders were just basically, my army controls this area, and if you fuck around in here, we'll kill you. So, like, so it's a reminder that culture has always been very, very fluid, and the idea that culture is this solid, like, division of here's France and here's Germany and here's, like, it's a very recent one and a very inaccurate one. It's never been true. So it's So there was that portal somewhere around here that summoned those enemies that one hit killed me.
It can't be any worse than the last one.
Very well. There was the story of the mother crab, who scolded her son. She told him he should walk forward, in pride, not sideways as he always did.
But she's a crab too. He should save. Sure. I'll look for it as soon as you show me how.
Yes, he did say that. That was the story.
I got it.
I like how bad Kratos is at stories, really. But still, Atreus wants more of them, which I think is a lovely little detail about the relationship. So, last time I was here, I touched that gate, and then I died. We're gonna try it again. But I'm gonna save first. Okay. Now the question is, can I do damage to them now? I can, but they can do a lot more to me. And I take it there's gonna be like a bunch of them.
Almost there.
Yeah. This is not gonna go okay. No way out. Okay. I guess we're trying. Okay, this is gonna take a while, but it's doable if I don't die. Oi. Ow. Yeah, no shit! And I don't have any Spartan Rage to heal myself. But it is, like, possible that I could beat them. If I just chip away at them real slow, like. And Atreus manages not to get knocked down too often. Okay, there we go. No. No, no, no. No, no, no. I'm sorry, Atreus. You're gonna have to watch Daddy die. Yeah, okay, fine. I need healing. Like, we probably could beat them, but it would be like, it would take like 10 tries and it would be tedious, and I'm not sure whatever I get would be worth the trouble. So, let's go back to the witch.
The snake he's holding. The world serpent?
Too small.
Yeah, but maybe Thor's just really big?
Unlikely.
Are we coming up on the 3-hour mark? Oh, we've still got 20 minutes. That's nice. Even though this would be a good place to cut it naturally, but we'll see. What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Did I go the wrong way? I don't think I did. But it said I found a new map location.
Huh?
The water dropped.
When the serpent rose.
Oh, right. Duh. Oh, that's why I found a new location. It's because I found the door. The door! No, we're not going anywhere. Bang! Again, how is all of this stuff submerged in water and none of it has any algae on it?
She's really powerful, but you really think the witch can bring a head back to life?
She seems competent in her craft. And we have nothing to lose.
If she can't bring it back to life, can we keep the head?
No. But you may feed it to the fish.
Okay.
Oh, hello. Oh, right, they explode. Annoying. Where the hell is she? There she is.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Neat. Okay, so this is like a hub area that we're going to come back to multiple times with more and more abilities, and that's eventually going to yada yada. Okay, I see the deal. I see the game. I see the grift. Don't know what that's for, but I'm smashing it.
I bet this'll lead out.
I don't... Can I... Oh, that way. Interesting. Hey, read it.
Turn back to Aesir. Guess the gods aren't welcome here.
Boing.
There he is. I hope he remembers us.
Yeah, no, we're not done down there. Sorry. Okay, I didn't think that would be the way to get up there. Oh, well. Ugh, annoying. Fine, whatever. We still have some exploring to do. Like, what the heck is that? Well, it doesn't stop me from opening the chest. Give the thing to me.
Hey, this does more than decipher those Muspelheim runes. It also contains the travel route.
Oh.
Should we go visit the Fire Realm?
Neat. I can go to the Fire Realm now. For no reason. I could. But why would I want to? It's full of fire. Is there anything up here? Okay, she is raised. Aha! There's the chest. Let's go looking for those bastard little runes. Those motherfrigger. God for snagging the back of the little rune bastard. Where are you? Come out wherever you are. Come out wherever you are. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna shatter you into 1,000 million pieces because you annoy me. Nice aim, boy. Where the hell are you? Ah, the other arrows. Nice. Don't know if that'll do anything. Probably won't. And I can't see a rune thing from here, perhaps? Maybe that I couldn't see from somewhere else? No. But I can... Aha! Hello?
Ah, very smart.
Right. Still, though... I need a way to get rid of that stuff that I don't have yet. Aha! Okay, last little rune. Where are you hiding? And why are you hiding? Oh, I see. Okay. I wonder if we're gonna raise the water level again by asking the snake to chill the hell out. The serpent, or the worm, rather. I keep forgetting to keep my terminology consistent.
Boy,
It's another one of those maps.
There you go. That should be a health upgrade, I hope. Da-da-da. Ah, it's another rage horn. I wanted health. Oh well. I will take more anger. More anger juice. More piss-off beer. Oh, for God's sake! Of course there's another one. Ah. Witches get stitches. No, Kratos, that's not. I want. Oh, for God's sake. Can I not jump up on the thing? I guess I can't. So the idea is I make a halfway point so that I can jump between them. No, I can't get up on it, so... And I guess the way to get up there is blocked by this stuff, which I can't get rid of yet either. Can I? Not so much, no. Okay. Alright, fine. Sure. We can deal with this. Up. Okay. Just gonna do that, because then it's in the middle. Who knows if it's gonna be useful. Alright, we're going back. We're going back. We're going back. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. This is inconvenient. Right, that's not the right way. God damn it. Where's that well? It's over here. Ah. Thank you, compass. I keep forgetting to look at. La da 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 da. And jump. And to the side, and up, and left, and up, and jump, and up, and turtle house.
How's it going, Charlie? Is your witch friend here?
What is that name?
That's what he told me it was. Or what it sounded like in my head.
Charlie.
Charlie.
It's called Charlie. It's called Charlie. Charlie the turtle. Oh, okay. I'm okay with that. I think that's good. Wait. And I like that Kratos is really angry that the turtle is called Charlie.
You're done here.
Hi, Charlie. Oh, we're getting a picture of Charlie. That's gonna be the screenshot we use. Oh wait, I shouldn't use a screenshot. I should use the photo mode. Because that way I can get Kratos out of the shot and I can do a really artistic cool thing for Charlie, who deserves to look pretty, if you ask me. Photo mode. What a gift. What a lovely gift. Okay, this might take a sec. Let's see. I kind of want to use the trees as a flower crown for him. Oh, I can increase the height in that. Can I roll? Yes, I can roll. I can roll the camera a bit. Because that would let me do... Oh, composition. Thou art a bitch. Let's shake the field of view back a little bit. Try and get... I'm sorry, this is not super fun, I guess, but... Yeah. I think I need to move Kratos to a different location. To really... There we go. I'm trying to think in rule of thirds here. Does this thing have a... It doesn't. Okay, that would have been convenient, though. Oh, well. I think this is good. Do I want some depth of field, maybe? See if we can get him into focus. Exciting gameplay, only on my stream. Ooh, interesting. If we do that, and then... How much exposure? Oh, now he looks angelic. I like this. Let's just overexpose it to hell. Yes. There we go. That is Charlie. Anyway, having done that, let's get back to the playing of the actual game. Hey, Lady Witch, we like your turtle whose name is Charlie. You couldn't knock or something,
Father,
Kratos.
she is here. It's so good to see you again. I knew you weren't dead.
Could you knock? Okay, fine.
Hello.
Oh, can you bring a head back to life?
I'm not sure I understand what... Wait. Where did you get those? The arrows. Give them to me, now.
They were a gift.
Do as she says, boy.
These arrows are dangerous and wicked. You find any more, you destroy them, understand? Do you understand? Say it!
I understand. If I see them, I'll destroy them.
It's all I ask. Forgive me.
Well,
Please take my arrows in their place. I have no need for them anymore.
Well. That was the only weapon we could have used against fucking Baldur, though.
What's this about a head?
I mean, come on.
Do you have any idea who this is? Did you kill him?
At his request. He claimed you could revive him.
Me? Are you sure you heard him right?
Please?
Take him to the table. Pamela. It's been a long time since I've practiced the old magic. Hold him there. Let's have a look. Well, thankfully his head hasn't decayed much and his brain is still intact. Nice clean cut. Cutting off his head of all people. I sure hope you know what you're doing. Now, hold his head under the water and don't let go. I mean it. That's enough.
It worked!
Let me see him. Mimir? You there?
Yes.
Good.
Oh. Hello, Freya. Been a long time. You look well.
What I did for them. As far as I'm concerned, death suits you better.
I'd bow if I could, Your Majesty. Forgive me. Had I known the witch in the woods was Freya herself, I never would have suggested this.
Freya? The goddess Freya?
You didn't know either? Sorry.
When word gets out that Mimir is free, the wrath of Odin won't be far behind.
You are God.
Leader of the Vanir, once yes, but no longer.
You did not think it important to tell me.
Oh, Kratos, you're one to talk.
Are you really going to lecture me about that?
We are leaving, boy.
But...
Now.
Oh,
You're welcome.
boy. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so it was Freya.
Why did you do that?
All right,
Do not
then.
trust her.
Because she's a god?
Have I taught you nothing, boy?
But she's helped us a lot.
She lied.
Some people value their privacy. Best not to judge, brother.
When I require your council head, I will ask.
Fair enough. Get me to Tyr's temple in the Lake of the Nine, and I'll get you to Jotunheim as promised.
We know the temple. What's there?
Only the last living giant in Midgard. Who better to tell us the way?
The world serpent? Wait, do you know how to talk to him?
Indeed. He speaks an obscure tongue more ancient even than these mountains. None are left in Midgard who speak it. Except, of course, for me.
You do?
It's true. You wouldn't know it to look at him, but Jormungandr is a sparkling conversationalist.
A little bit of comic relief hanging on the hip. That's nice. Okay. So, the witch in the wood is Freya. I'd kind of been thinking she might have been Frigg. But no, okay. So she is Freya. So, so we're going to be cutting the stream here because we've hit the 3-hour mark once again. But we're going to be talking a little bit first. Because Freya is the goddess of love. But not just of love, but also of, you know, erotic love, if you take my meaning of physical love. Not just emotional, but physical love. And she's also the goddess of the spring and the goddess of, like, not the harvest, because that's her brother Frey, but she's the goddess of, like, the flowering of trees and leaves and fruits and apples and, you know, and all that good stuff. And for that reason, she's much desired. And that, like, returning to some discussion I had about her character design, like, one thing I criticized about the Witch in the Woods was that she was wearing makeup for no good discernible reason. Like, that it was weird that they took the time to specifically design her to be traditionally attractive. But given that she is Freya, the goddess of love, okay, I can see where that makes a little bit more sense, because being traditionally attractive is kind of part and parcel of the whole being Freya thing. So, like, okay, that makes a little bit more sense now, even though still I kind of think it would have been, like, because she's clearly renounced her identity as a god, in a certain sense, in the same way that Kratos has. It would be kind of interesting to have her kind of hide the signs of her god. It would be more interesting if she had made herself deliberately ugly, actually, to kind of hide. But anyway, that's besides the point. Freya is the goddess of love. She's one of the Vanir. She is one of the more powerful Vanir, but she is not the leader of the Vanir in Norse mythology, as I know it anyway. She is much closer to being she's the daughter of Njord, who is the leader of the Vanir, and he's the god of the sea, which is why he's so powerful, because, you know, the sea kind of big and important. Curious now that then she would be protective of Baldur, because Baldur is the son of Odin, and Baldur is the son of Frigg as well, who's Odin's wife. So if she's so concerned that mistletoe arrows never be used, that kind of suggests to me that the game is, like, suggesting that she's like his sister or his mother or something, which is weird. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking on that, like, because is Frigg even going to be a part of this game? But anyway, to recap for those who weren't there when I told that story about Baldur, it's prophesied that when Baldur dies, Ragnarok will begin. Like, that's the thing that sets the whole thing off, is that when Baldur dies, who's the light of the world, who's the most beautiful, the most fairest of all the gods, when he dies, that is the beginning of Ragnarok, will happen then. And so in order to prevent that, Baldur's mother, Frigg, travels all across the world, all across all of the 9 realms, and talks to every living creature, every living being, every flower. She talks to all the rocks. She talks to all the elements. She talks to every giant and every person and everything that lives in the world, and asks them to swear to her never to harm her son, Baldur. And she succeeds completely, and Baldur becomes completely invulnerable to everything, but she forgets to ask the mistletoe, which means that mistletoe is the only weapon in the entire world that can harm Baldur. And when he is harmed by mistletoe, Ragnarok will begin, which I have to imagine is why Freya is so concerned with nobody using mistletoe arrows ever. Because, you know, once they do, Baldur dies and then Ragnarok begins, and that's not good. So that, I would imagine, is why. Anyway, the next stream is going to be same time next week. It's going to be on Saturday at 8 p.m. I'm going to schedule a stream on the YouTube channel. And of course, like, if you're on the Discord, then you can see the stream schedule there as well. I should find a way to post the stream schedule to the channel somehow. I'm trying to remember to like, announce the stream schedule more often in the end of my videos. Anyway, that's a 10-use invite to the Discord, and you can use that to just, like, the stream schedule is on there. Oh yeah, I should use the community post section thing for it. That's probably a good idea. But yeah, 8 p.m. next week, that's when we're going to be doing more Dad of Boy. Boy. So anyway, thank you all very much for tuning in. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for the super chats, those of you who gave me those. That's extremely helpful, because even a couple of small super chats means that this stream makes more money than a lot of the videos I make. So that's really, I'm really thankful for that. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for tuning in, and thank you for being in the chat and hanging out and memeing at me and making jokes and talking about how much you want to fuck Kratos and the Giants. That's also good. So, yes. And I will be back on next Saturday around the same time. See you all then.